Hey everyone, welcome back to Easy Day Recovery. I'm Mason. Today we're going to be looking at this Seagate drive. Customer brought it in saying that they have over a decade worth of memories, photos, videos, and documents. Basically it's their entire life on this. Now these Seagate drives, usually they have issues with clicking heads, and that's actually the issue that it came in today for. For this situation specifically, we're going to have to source a donor drive for this. Now this can be pretty tricky as there's certain parameters like model number, serial number that you have to match up to make sure you have the best chances for data recovery. We deal with situations like this every day. With our clean room, the donor drives, and our advanced data recovery tools like the P3000, we can replace those failing heads and give this drive a second chance. I'll walk you through exactly how we do it, from opening the drive to swapping in a healthy donor head and recovering the data. Let's get started.
Now we're in the clean room. First step is mounting both drives, the patient and the donor, on our specialized stands to keep them completely stable while we work. Any vibration here can risk the data. By the way, we're located right here in Washington, D.C. area, Alexandria, Virginia. If you're local, you can always walk into our data recovery center. We never outsource. Every recovery is done in-house by our team. And if you're not local, we also offer nationwide service. Just head over to our website and fill out a quick work order to get started. Next, we prep the drives. That means removing the outer seals and drive labels to cover the hidden screws. These are often called warranty seals. Once those are out of the way, we carefully remove every screw on both drives. Each screw has a specific torque, so it's important to keep track of them and never force one out. Now it's time for the patient drive. Time to open it. With the patient drive cover removed, and then the magnet holder, which keeps the head firmly in place, now comes the delicate part. We use the head tools to carefully remove the defective read and write heads. One slip up here, and if the head touches the platter surface, it can permanently scratch the customer data. There are no second chances here. That's why every move is so steady and precise. With the damaged heads out, we put the cover back on temporarily to keep the dust out. Now it's the donor's turn. We open the donor drive and remove its healthy head. These will be replacement eyes and ears for the patient drive, so we handle them with extreme care. What you're seeing here is our clean room environment. Some customers open their drive outside of a non-clean environment and risk the data on it, as any dust or debris that gets on the platter can severely diminish the chances of a successful data recovery. We never recommend users open their drives, as this clean room is critical to the data recovery process. Now for the transplant, installing the healthy heads into the patient drive. This is one of the most delicate operations in data recovery. The heads must be aligned perfectly, the arms must seat smoothly, and the entire assembly must glide into place without grazing the platter surface. It looks simple on camera, but it takes years of experience to get right. The process for the donor drive is also not a clear-cut solution as well. There are specific requirements that we must meet to ensure that the donor drive we are using will meet the requirements of our patient. For the specific case of Seagate drive, we must match the exact model number as well as the initial characters on the serial number. There are manufacturing dates that have to be within a certain time frame in order for it to qualify as a suitable donor. This is a very extensive process that can take time and research, just like a real surgery. We must make sure all requirements are met for the patient and donor so that we have the best chances of a successful data recovery. With the new heads installed, the patient drive moves to our PC3000 portable station. We connect both the SATA cables and the COM port. That lets us not only power the drive, but also access the command line for deep diagnostics on the drive health. OBS missed recording for the imaging step. But here's the good news. The process was successful. We completed a full image of the drive and the system detects it normally. That means the customer's 20 years of memories are back and safe.
As you can see, this is an intense procedure involving donor drives, clean rooms, and our advanced data recovery tools. I hope this video was informative and thank you for watching.